Right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. And make sure we got Mr. Hayes in the house.
Yo.
Hell yeah, it's working. If you guys are new here, in the morning we come in, we take a look at NQ price action, we see what happened. At night, we come in, we review what actually happened during the session and what price can do going into the next day. Every week we come in here, we take a look at the previous week's price action. We also take a look at some stocks that we were looking at. And yeah, so let's get into it. Dude, I just fucking looked at the camera. Holy fuck. Like fucking dude, your shit's fucked.
My eyeballs are burned.
It's insane. Anyway, let's dive into it. Let's get into this previous Monday price action. So initially what we were looking at here, we had the Asia session consolidation, London session manipulating above and going into that New York session. We were observing this 15-minute fair value gap above our price, retapped that, and then it got that reversal to the downside right as that new hourly was opening up. We also had this 15-minute inverse fair value gap. So right as we came into that 930, we tapped into it. We continued to the downside, getting into the OTE of the range, finding a little bit of a bounce there. Then coming back, retesting the range of the OTE that we dropped out of, retesting that 618, continuing to the downside down to that Asia session. That was those were our shorts there. So that was Monday. Over here on Monday, also we're looking at the Asia session. So we had this fair value gap, SFP going into it. Tap of that and then continuation into that previous day low here or into these overnight liquidities. Tuesday, going into Tuesday. On Tuesday, you can see, so price came in initially. We swept that previous daily low. We're here pretty early on, or right before the 9:30 open. So sweep of that previous daily low gave us that rise to the upside. We're always outlining the OTE of the London session, so you can see price tapping into the OTE of that London session, finding rejection at that 786, and continuing to the downside. As we came down, we were also looking at this previous weekly low here that was below this, which is this Tuesday. What is this? That's that level. That is that previous weekly low level, which is now over here. So price swept that previous weekly low level. From there, we outlined a little reversal that would happen. That's exactly what it did. So price found that bottom here, rising VIX, right? We were sweeping high liquidity. We're finding a little bit of a bottom here and continuing reversal to the upside. Eventually find the top of that London session and going from there. Wednesday journal. Here we got our volume imbalance on the 15-minute. Typically, price likes to retrace into it. We had a little bit of a range going into that session. So we're sweeping this liquidity, find an inverse fair value gap, price taps into it. We continue to the downside, tapping that volume imbalance and bouncing right out of it. Inverse fair value gap here gives that continuation to the upside. Once again, tap of that inverse fair value gap, continuation to the downside for some more liquidity, and just kind of continuing to range. That is throughout that session. So then going into the actual day, so we had the Asia session, again that consolidation, London session consolidation. Going into Wednesday, we were looking at something to happen, but we weren't sure what. So we were looking at the OTE of the London session, right? You can see prices coming in, tapping that 705. We have a rising VIX also at 930. A little bit of that choppy consolidation here. So then break above the weekly open and then continuation above it. And then into that level that we have outlined, so 29,448.25. We saw an initial rejection here going into Thursday, that overnight session. You can see during London session, we did have a fair value gap. Didn't quite tap into it for a continuation. You're fucked. Boy, you know those fucking ketchup squirters that they have at like fucking gas stations and baseball fields? You need that shit with aloe on your desk. Just fucking big
For real.
fucking pump into one of those paper boats. Fucking apply.
Like at In-N-Out.
Yeah. Well, he's cooked. Anyways, Wednesday, tapping into the fair value gap that we had here on the 15-minute, finding a little bit of a rejection, continuing to the downside, sweeping the bottom of that Asia session, and then continuing the expansion back into that London session high. into that 12-hour level. Here we also see that we have that rising VIX6. So one thing that we never do is short on a rising VIX6. I've learned the hard way, so trust me on that. London session going into Friday, right? We were sweeping some of these liquidities over here. So we swept this overnight liquidity, got a little bit of reversal here. Then London session sweeps both sides of the Asia session. So going into this day, we are looking at a potential of a seek and destroy model, right? So we were looking for either sweep of the top or the bottom of the London session and then reversal to the opposite side. Well, here going into the open, we're seeing an immediate run to the upside, sweeping, not quite reaching the top of the top here, but we're sweeping some liquidity, seeing a little bit of reversal here. You can see there's that liquidity on the left there. Finding a reversal, going into the OTE of the whole range that we had, that leg to the upside, finding that 786 with a swing failure pivot, rising VIX6, and that gives us that continuation to the upside. Yesterday, we had just a fucking opening pumper to the upside. Absolute fucking hog cranker. So this weekly open, right now, we had no manipulation below that weekly open. Given that, this could be the potential manipulation above it, giving us a slight possibility of a reversal back to the downside into the end of this month, into the end of this quarter. Open high, low close, or open low, high close, right? So it needs to form the high. Now we can see a potential close here. That's just speculation wise. I'm not saying that we're gonna fucking just dump, right? But a retest of maybe that weekly opening wouldn't be too bad. We'll see how they play out the ending of this month. That's all I have on that for NQ. In terms of stocks, top watch for me this week is gonna be RCL. The monthly looks good, and the quarterly also looks good on it. Ulti, Beauty. This quarterly looks like it might close back inside of it. Monthly looks like it's forming out a little something where you're holding above the 50% of that. And weekly closed within the range of that previous weekly candle. That one looks really good. Clorox is also doing what I wanted it to do. It's tapping on that 786. I don't know if you saw that one. Chen, but I like that one. Clorox, Ho Depot maybe, but that one's so fucking all over the place that I don't know how much I trust trading that one. S continuing its fucking ripper. Pep also looks good. Pepsi, I like Pepsi for a good ripper with a SFB on the weekly. PG also looks good.
It does. Check out DE Weekly.
DE Weekly, yeah. Oh, that's tapping
Possible
right into
reversal
the
area.
yeah, OTE there.
Check out Lulu Weekly.
Oh, yes, Lulu. I've been fucking waiting for this bitch. It finally swept that 128.85 liquidity there.
It's in daily bearish OTE right now. It needs over 134.
I like that.
And then, yeah, Pepsi, UPS, top tier weekly chart.
UPS. Oh, yeah. Send her up again. Holy fuck.
Outside week from OTE of weekly
Send
range.
UPS. Did you see fucking Ford drop and cranker?
Yeah.
Retest of that triangle breakout.
UPS was perfect off the weekly 705, that liquidity sweep with an immediate outside week to the upside reaction like that. I like probably top tier. Yeah, I had HD, UPST. It has to like fucking gain some momentum here though. Otherwise, it probably just breaks down.
Yeah, HD looked fucking good. Like I said, that one. Costco I do like for shorts. Yeah, I'll say that. And GTLB for longs too. We both talked about that one on the monthly.
Yep, GitLab looks good. ANF weekly. Possibly.
Yeah, it's still holding this like monthly OTE here.
And then DG weekly, I like.
DG, yeah, I did have this one too as a potential here.
And
Yep.
then I think last one is, or no, last two CLS weekly
Oh
off
yeah,
the trend line out of discount off the 200.
off the breakout range retest too.
Nike monthly and weekly.
Yes, please fucking reverse this bitch. Roblox is also kind of in that same boat as Nike too.
Nike, I really like. And then LMT, as we had outlined before. It's inside month still, but the weekly looks good for something.
Yeah. Inside month, inside quarter.
Guess out of everything, I like. I do think like DE looks like shit, but could definitely reverse out of here. So, and that one goes on crazy fucking runs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, if Lulu can get over that 134.
Yeah. Realistically, for me, it's back above that 128 breakout, 129 area, and then we can see a nice hogger on that. That's all I got on these bad boys.
And Nike, I guess, is like main watch for me too.
Yeah. PG, Snow. Also, Z is kind of in this fucking area. It looks almost ready for something.
Yep, I agree. But that thing's a bridge. If Nike gets over the monthly open and quarterly open, this thing can fucking run.
Yeah.
I think
Sender.
Nike one of my faves. And Bitcoin downside still.
I like that.
Weekly looks fucking horrible. Monthly looks like ass.
It's breaking back below that 200 too.
Yeah, it fell below my 78.5 key level. It's under the 200. It's flipped red. It's just, yeah, something's gonna spill this bitch.
Send it to the downside.
That's all I got.
All right. That's all I got as well. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you go check out www.papertraders.io. So that is the best way to see what we're all about, things that we offer here in the community. And check out our past streams. See the things that we've done in the past. Check our track record. It's going to be on that side of your screen right there. Check us out on Twitter at the Paper Traders. Give us a follow. Best way to support us is obviously you don't have to join the community because we have these streams. So share these streams, share the knowledge. If you learned something new, if we helped you out somehow, give it a like, give it a share. Go check out Mr. Hazed at Hazed Beats. 3,000 followers for him. We're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway for the Paper Traders. And 2,000 followers for me, I'm going to do a tracksuit reveal. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace out.